bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Gong. Complete to right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Gong. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Wright's got it. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He finds his man. Complete. It's right. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Great player.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 37. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down, Howell now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. Howell throwing on third down here. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Charles, kind of the future of his franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. These two teams all tied after 1. The slot man in motion right.
5. Hold on. Check.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
DC.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they go play action with Howell. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out. Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I
think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run right here with Swift. Pushes him over. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Open man right side is Shark. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. This is Swift on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding like a lawn chair. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. They try to find Shark, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Howell. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Michael Brockers in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. 4th down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right back to Swift again on second down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's gone. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's gone. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on third. Gone. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 50, it's gone. And this is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Goff being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here we go on fourth. Gone.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Very short kick. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series, but coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch, you have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Howell throwing again after the pick six. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. He's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Powell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's Howell with another throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 30 yards.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Super one. Hey, lift.
Here's Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Goff now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, our field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, Does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over first down at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's gone.
This one swung out to Williams.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now a give right side Swift.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Running is Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Howell looking to throw again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their...
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
4th down. Howell. Desperation time.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Here's Swift.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
50 yards.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First down, Howell to throw.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.